Friday. So thank you for listening. We're back on YouTube now, so if you want to watch the YouTube, get on there. We're at Bad Waves Radio.
Scared? You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang. Motivated, it's what I am right now. If you ain't about the money, then your ass pipe down. They was laughing at me, cause my ass was on the ground. They gave up on the kid, I was down for the count. This how we moving. Been on my grind since the blueprint. Always keep it real, ain't gotta press you. Been down all my life, I'm about to lose it. Motivated, it's what I am right now. If you ain't about the money, then your ass pipe down. They was laughing at me, cause my ass was on the ground. They gave up on the kid, I was down for the count. This how we moving. Been on my grind since the blueprint. Always keep it real, ain't gotta issue. Been down all my life, I'm about to lose it. Yeah, I'm up next now. Working hard cause mama need a check now. Quick routes like Brady with the check down. Thinking about all my brothers that I held down. God level for a minute, I was hellbound. Free my brothers that they got up in the cells now. I can never sell my soul, I ain't a sellout. But I'm a sellout, get the game my best now. I remember nights in the stew, I was struggling for a minute, couldn't even pay my bills now. Had to leave my heart in the booth, cause my daddy couldn't take it, he was trying to have me kicked out. I wake up every morning like I'm rich now, smile on my face cause I'm getting to that switch now. Game like Harden, I ain't giving no assist out. Never look back, ain't no time to reminisce now. So real, catch me dishing change at the red light. I was swerving lanes on East Main to them Fed lights. Way back then, didn't even have some bread nights. Grew up in the gutter on the floor where they had bad mics. Toys in the corner piled up by the dead mice. Couldn't stand tall, over us we had some lead pipes. I remember showers wiped down with the wet wipes. Pray to Jesus Christ, my mom ain't have to work them late nights. Pray my mama ain't have to work them late nights. Pray my daddy ain't never have to work them late nights. No, no. I'm motivated. Motivated, it's what I am right now. If you ain't about the money, then your ass pipe down. They was laughing at me, cause my ass was on the ground. They gave up on the kid, I was down for the count. This how we moving. Been on my grind since the blueprint. Always keep it real, ain't gotta prove it. Been down all my life, I'm about to lose it. Motivated, it's what I am right now. If you ain't about the money, then your ass pipe down. They was laughing at me, cause my ass was on the ground. They gave up on the kid, I was down for the count. This how we moving. Been on my grind since the blueprint. Always keep it real, ain't gotta issue. Been down all my life, I'm about to lose it.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang. All day, all day.
Yeah.
We back on the land. Liz Nathaniel.
To you.
And before we move any further, I gotta tell you what you heard.
Yes.
The first song you heard was Lil Goofy. So look, goof-ass. Yo, shout out to anybody from Chicago that know about calling somebody a goof-ass. Little goof-ass boy. Little dirt-ass, crusty, musty, dusty ass goof-ass. Shout out to Came By Deem and DJ Scully for that one because that really touched my heart because you know, I've been calling people little goofies forever. Then we rolled into Icon by Super King. I mean, we had to run that again. Super King Reza, Queen Trashley, and of course our boy Chore Boy. And shout out to the producer of that, which was Groovebox. I mean, that whole joint is a straight
Beloved gang.
banger. Beloved gang banger on the land. And then we rolled into Rare Vibe by Layla on the Beat. Big shout out to Layla on the Beat. We've been playing her for a second, so it was nice to get her back in the rotation of things. Then we rolled into Crystal Poppin's Block. Big up to Crystal Poppin. She doing her thing for real. That's another person we've been playing for years that's now starting to like pop up. We knew before y'all knew. Y'all act like y'all act like y'all know about Crystal Poppin. Y'all don't know nothing about Crystal Poppin like we know about Crystal Poppin. She been popping us. Her new rap name should be Crystal Been Poppin'. And then we went into Hima Kaki Momodachi, which is, I think I said that right. I think I said it right. Let's see. Yes, Momokadaji. Straight up Indian joints right there. I had some delicious ass Indian food at the block party the other day. At the block. So, but
Nice.
shout out to Hema. And then we closed out with Rock, aka Hitman, with Motivated. Motivated, we all need to have a little bit of motivation, regardless of what type of ignorant ass nonsense be going on in our lives. And I personally need some motivation. So listening to Rock yell at me and make weird noises like "Rah! Gang gang" like that, I'm ready to go outside right now and lift a car off of a baby. So shout out to Rock for hitting us off with that. That's off his album Last Avenger. That Crystal Poppin is off of Raw Gold Honey.
Yes, I love that album.
It's an awesome album. And then that Super King Reza Icon is off of the album Everything You Need. Again, that's a straight up beloved banger right there. That whole album.
Beloved gang.
Get your summer together. All right, now that I have once again kissed all of the ass, it is time for our news segment. A little segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard and you may have not. Leading the way like a comedic Little Nas X. I was gonna say comedic DaBaby, but he already funny. Amy, Nico Schwartz. Schwartz.
All right. So, you know what? Let's start off with the baby. Why not? Real quick news. Let's give I watched DaBaby's new music video because I started seeing people on the internet comparing Lil Nas X to DaBaby, saying if you support Lil Nas X, you should support DaBaby. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. And people were like, look at the music videos. So I watched both new music videos. And Lil Nas X, a lot of dancing, shake his booty, a little sexual, okay. Then I watched DaBaby's video, and I can sum it up in one sentence.
Okay.
Gayest stuff I've ever seen. Yeah, that's right. Way gayer than Lil Nas X's video.
Way gayer.
In my opinion, okay? But it's not gay like Lil Nas X. Like, it's not like cool queer. It's like Lindsey Graham gay. It's like, I ain't gay. Look, every 20 seconds, the video cuts to him with a censor bar, and it looks like a lady going down on him. And he looks at the camera like, see, look at this. It's almost like a subliminal message. It just shoots to it real quick and it cuts away. And it goes back to, it doesn't make any sense in the context of the video. And I noticed when he went on his homophobic rant, before, or mostly his HIV rant.
Let's not do that here, because it wasn't necessarily a homophobic rant. It was an HIV rant to me.
But he put it next to a reference to queer men. So people are saying, did he do that on purpose? Did he not? That's a debate.
He specifically put it in between your coochie smell like water.
That too. That one is a wild card. I was like, what?
Make sure you know that the coochie gotta smell like water.
Right.
Apparently.
And then he said,
which probably, I mean, I don't know. Sorry to cut you off. And I think you said this, but I don't know much about vaginas, but that probably isn't healthy.
No, it should smell like water. What? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And then he says, his reply at first was, for those who didn't see the baby's rant, his reply was, well, I wasn't offending my LGBTQ fans for sucking people in the parking lot. No, my fans are classy. They would do it in a hotel.
Right,
that's what he said.
Right. 5-star hotel. My
sure.
Classy.
Right.
Gay fans,
that's what you meant by that.
Shout out to my homie in the crop top.
Yeah.
I love the crop top. My favorite thing about him was the crop top. You ever seen a man in the crop top? I did. I was rapping with him. Words. Crop top. Did I mention crop top? Man in the crop top.
I'm glad you did that part, because you watched the longer version than I did. I didn't see the crop top part. And then you told me about the crop top part. And the crop top man was gay, right? So
supposed to be. I mean,
so that made
maybe he was just hot. It doesn't mean that he's gay because he's wearing a crop top.
Who knows? I don't know. We'd have to do our research.
I grew up in the 80s. Mad dudes was wearing crop
tops. You don't got to be gay to wear a crop top. But I was kind of joking. I was like, well, maybe he was into this dude in the crop top. He kept referencing. And then that's why he had to be all like, don't do that in a parking lot, because maybe he was thinking about doing it in the parking lot. So I was kind of joking around saying that. But then I watched his music video and I was like, oh, yeah, this is some Lindsey Graham level. So that's my review of the baby's new music video. Watch it if you want, but you can skip it and just listen to my review. All right, so now I'll get into real news.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it, actually.
Nah, it's not worth it.
Doesn't really sound like anything.
Yeah,
like anything I want to see.
I feel like it's not really even real news, but it has been news on social media. Lollapalooza dropped the baby, so that's news. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go to some other news. I'm gonna go to Segundo, California.
Okay.
Mattel Toy Company released a vaccine Barbie.
Oh my God. We'll do it live.
Yep. At first, I was like, good. However, we can get the vaccine out. But then I was like, no. The people whose parents are buying their kids the Barbie are already getting the kids vaccinated. Like,
clearly,
there's no anti-vaxxers that are gonna let their kid buy the Barbie. But then I read about it, right? So I looked into it. And so the Barbie is actually based off a real person. It's Professor Dame Sarah Gilbert. That's right. She has damehood from England. She's British. Okay. And she said, I found it very strange. So even she was like, this is some weird stuff. What are you guys doing? But then she thought about it more, and she said, you know what? She likes it because it shows kids there's other careers they might not know about. It's educational. And she says she wants kids to know, there are other careers out there for you, like vaccinologist, and which is what she is. Okay. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So Mattel, good job, even though I looked at it, she's in like a blazer. I'm like, why isn't she in a lab coat? Like, I don't know. Right? But good try. Good job, Mattel.
I don't want my doctor walking in like she's going out
in a blazer.
Like she's going out for cocktails.
Right? I want a lab coat.
Like
yeah.
I want to live.
Yeah, some doctors be dressing up bougie these days. And I'm like, man, you better put that lab coat or that PPE on.
Not my doctor. I actually have my annual coming up. That brother looked like he just rolled out the garbage can from following the Grateful Dead for the last 6 months. Shout out to you, though, Doc Blank. I'm not going to say your name right in the street.
I used to have a doctor that wore like 6-inch stilettos. And I was like, I don't want to take medical advice from you. You're wearing some shoes that are going to mess up your ankles. But, she was a great doctor.
Oh, wait, I thought it was homie in the crop top.
Crop top.
The stilettos with the crop top.
Crop top is fun to say. I will give the baby credit for that.
Oh, my God.
For making crop top fun again. Crop top. But yeah, so Mattel's been releasing other Barbies, and I used to be a big Barbie hater. I wasn't a fan of Barbie, but Barbie now, I gotta give it to Mattel. They got a Rosa Parks Barbie.
What?
Yep, they got a David Bowie Barbie.
What?
Okay.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let's go back to this Rosa Parks Barbie.
Yeah.
Does she come with a bus?
That's like the Barbie Playhouse is the bus.
It's a bus.
Like a press conference.
God, that would be outrageous.
Oh, I hope it comes with a bus.
be
If
dope.
not, they should make a bus.
They
Mattel, are you listening?
Rosa Parks Barbie. Now that's some woke ass.
And
cuss words.
the David Bowie Barbie. I love it.
Yeah, shout out to David Bowie.
So Mattel has been expanding on their careers and also their skin tones. Barbie has gotten less blonde, less white. So shout out to Mattel. I never thought I would say, but yeah.
They woke, huh?
Well, they've been making more money than they've ever made off Barbie in the last 6 years. So they're making that money. But
more inclusive, and
yeah.
now they make more money.
well, interesting, corporations. Wow. So all right. So now I'm gonna go to. Let's go to Tokyo.
All right,
Let's go to Tokyo. The Olympics are going on, as we mentioned earlier.
no doubt.
So, tennis player Novak Djokovic, if I think I'm saying that right. Djokovic. It doesn't matter because he sucks. Novak, all right. Novak was criticizing Simone Biles,
Okay.
which is America's sweetheart gymnast. Everyone loves Simone.
Yes.
She helps out her fellow gymnasts. She invites them to her gym. She's like a team player. She's the best, right? And everyone knows she's been going through some things. She, had to deal with some abuse. So she took some time to herself, which is admirable. And then she came back and said, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm gonna compete. And she won bronze. So, Simone's out there. Well, little Novak came out and he decided to criticize Simone. He decided to say that Olympic athletes need to be good under pressure, and some of these female athletes like Simone can't handle the pressure. And and he went on to say that part of being an athlete is your mental toughness, and so he's just throwing all the shade at Simone, right? Saying that she mentally didn't have it together, couldn't handle the pressure. So he has a match, and he loses. And what does he do? Well, he breaks one tennis racket. Then he takes another tennis racket and he throws it in the stands at people. Oh, there's more. Then he storms off and he announces he's quit, he's done, and he ditches his doubles partner for the next event. So, screws over his doubles partner. His doubles partner can't compete. Leaves in a baby form of glory, not glory. He completely went full baby and talking all that smack about pressure, and he couldn't handle the pressure. And then, right after that, Simone wins her bronze.
God.
Talk about karma.
This dude. Oh my God. You have failed for all men. Oh my God.
I wouldn't associate with him, Oh nah, if I was a dude, I'd be like, he ain't part of us, our crew.
Man, what the hell did you just do?
He made a fool of himself.
I mean,
in front of the world.
God does not like
I don't
ugly, man.
understand. I can't press enough buttons to elucidate how crazy this is. You said he ran off in baby-like fashion, not to be confused with the baby,
right?
Like fashion. Mm-hmm. Because if it was the baby-like fashion, he'd be wearing a crop top.
Crop top.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Bring crop tops back to men's tennis.
Okay,
I don't know if they ever wore them.
Bring it back, y'all. That's the only way. That's the only way the baby gonna be able to fix all this. If you just walk around in a crop top. That's all he needs.
He comes out and wears a crop top. That's the only way he can salvage his career.
That's the only way.
Do you want some advice to baby?
That's hilarious. All right, I'm gonna leave the baby alone. By the way, Dipset all day. Dipset won that damn battle. I don't care what nobody says.
All right, so now I'm gonna end it in Miami, in our state, Florida, of course.
Duh.
So on a Frontier airline plane, a man assaults 3 flight attendants. He grabs 2 of the flight attendants' breasts and he punches another flight attendant.
Whoa!
He then proceeds to yell out, "My parents are worth $2 million."
Yes, I saw this.
And, so naturally, he is duct taped to his seat by the flight attendants. Yeah. And the best part is when you watch the video, I watched it, the flight attendant that duct tapes him, everyone is saying, talking about this on the internet, it is true. It's not that flight attendant's first time duct taping someone to a chair. They are professional. They really know what they're doing.
No, I mean, the fact that he ended with the guy's mouth.
Uh-huh.
If you watch it, he wraps from down upwards.
Yep. They know what they're doing, making a little cocoon.
Yeah.
And now the TSA, they're learning self-defense. So more airlines are looking into learning self-defense as well.
As they should.
Because people are getting crazy out here. So the man's name is Maxwell Berry, of course.
Well, Barry.
And Maxwell, he took it to the max. He flew the cheapest airline he could fly, and then he bragged about his parents having money, which money he doesn't have, and it also is an amount of money that is not that impressive. Like, yeah, we all want $2 million, but like in the scheme of things, like rich people call you poor, man. Rich people are laughing at your $2 million. That is pocket change to a real rich person.
Right.
You're an upper middle class person. You're not a rich person. You're not better than anyone.
Tell him.
And then he went on to say, after he did all this, one of the other things he shouted out was, "Don't touch me." After he touched everyone's breasts.
Right, the guy who's touching.
Yes, he was very upset that he was touched. So he was arrested and charged with assault.
Of course. Why do you sound so happy?
Well, he needs to be arrested and charged.
Assault.
That's right.
Assault.
All my stories are happy ones today. They're starting out like, woo, dicey, and then they're ending like, yeah.
That's how I like it.
And that's pretty much it for me in the news.
Oh, okay. Well, that happened abruptly.
Oh, all right. I thought you knew I had 3. The baby was a bonus one.
I know. I mean, I have a bonus one too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Surprise.
I mean, it's not as good as the baby. Anyway, let me hear you go.
You guys like
Wait, that's the wrong button. Let me hear you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my part of the news. Now, this is very hard-hitting news, very provocative news, very critically disclaimed news. And I don't go to any news source. No. I don't go to MSNBC. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to ABCDFG. I go to one place and one place only, and that's WorldStarHipHop.com.
World Star.
Let's get into it. First of all, and I spoke about this earlier, and I didn't say it enough. The Lox versus Dipset was a monumental hip-hop moment. And the funnest part about it was watching them harass each other, say crazy things to each other. Cameron referred to Styles P and Chic Luch as side dishes. They're the best peas and potatoes in the game, is what he said.
Ooh, I like that, calling somebody peas and potatoes is an insult.
Yeah, and it's funny because Brandy Denise, shout out to Brandy Denise, did a similar thing in a sketch where we were calling somebody the side piece. You my piece on the side. You potatoes, ho! So I really appreciated that. Also, I appreciated like Joel Santana getting that bandana that just be dangling off the side of his head.
I saw that.
Snatched off his head, thrown on the ground. I really appreciated all the Dipset's catalog is amazing. Jadakiss freestyling. I mean, it wasn't really a freestyle, but it's a Jadakiss. Like Jadakiss really went hard, and I'm gonna say hip hop won that night. The only reason why the Lox won to me is because of their performance, their level of performance. Dipset was just Dipset, you know what I'm saying? They just cool. They just they walk around being cool.
Right.
I don't get it twisted. Cameron really did try to go in and perform hard. And this is not even a comedic thing at all. This is just something I wanted to say. Regardless of what anybody says, hip hop won. The Lox, I guess they definitely won. But in my heart, it's Dipset for life. All right. Now,
and speaking of Jadakiss, shout out to the Wave Runners.
Shout out to the Wave
Ray
Runners.
Swoop.
Yeah.
Respect.
Who's doing some things with Jadakiss right now?
Yeah, I mean, he's got, if I'm not mistaken, there's one song that they have ready for Ray's album.
Ooh, yeah.
So we're going to see.
I think I'm going to try to call someone an insult like soggy French fries. That's a good insult. Soggy fries.
You're horrible.
You ain't even crispy fries. You on the side all soggy.
Oh my God! You Maxwell Street French fries. Although those are better than
Maxwell
soggy.
Berry.
Maxwell Berry fries.
The frontier man.
All right, let's keep this thing going. A child is forced to wash his family's car as punishment after peeing on some people at school.
Ooh, okay. How old?
They didn't say how old he was, but he was he wasn't like 30 or anything. You know, he was old.
Like elementary. Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, definitely elementary
Okay.
school. And so he had to pee. I mean, he had to clean his family's car. Now, had this been me, and I was this kid's parent, I would have beat the piss out of him. Okay, because there ain't nothing like getting the piss kicked out of you to know what type of mess you're in. See, these aren't. Yeah, these aren't gonna be my best.
I don't think cleaning a car is that bad of a punishment. You should be cleaning toilets.
That's true. That's true. I had some nice young lady friends when I was a younger man, when I owned an automobile, that would actually volunteer to clean my car.
Oh.
That was literally
They'd
not.
be like, at the car wash, make it a good party time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the time we were partying, period. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they know that we go to the car wash, we do all of that. We're going to do some other stuff. We go wild out a little bit while we're doing that. So they would always be like, I would get calls and be like, yo, when are you washing your car? We want to wash it. We want to wash it.
It can be fun. Like during the pandemic, I remember there was like a phase where people were going to the car wash and blaring their music like it was a nightclub. Do you remember that?
No, I was doing this thing called curl in the fetal position and cry.
Oh, right.
Yes, on the
Right.
floor of
Another
my
classic
bedroom.
move.
Yeah, on the floor of my bedroom, yes. As I watched my life turn into ash. Yeah. So no, I don't remember. Oh, goodness, depression. All right, let's keep this thing going. Speaking of pee-pee, at Madison Square Garden, during the Locks and Diplomats versus battle, the bathroom was a crap show of smoldering bodies and testy testosterone. I mean, it was just people all in there, just breathing all on each other. It looked disgusting, and it was really nasty. I mean, that was until there were some women seen stepping out of the bathroom stall, swimming through this sea of semen, casually walking out, strolling as the fellas began to cheer. Now, the ladies smiled because they were walking out of the men's bathroom stall, and they were just walking out just fine. The ladies smiled as the men cheered. They weren't getting testy because in this men's room, these girls had the biggest balls. Yep, there's no joke there. Not even. I'm just
Ovaries.
I'm just really doing really bad here.
You know, I've used men's bathrooms with a shorter line.
I've heard that. I've seen that. I've been a part of that, actually.
Yeah.
I've definitely ushered some ladies that I was hanging out with to the restroom.
And you get some looks, but you're like, joke's on you. I just went, you're still in line.
I mean, you're not going to, like, most dudes aren't going to say, hey, come back here.
Get out of there.
Right, get out of the men's room with those breasts. That's the last thing I want to see in my men's room.
One time I scared a guy, though. I went in the men's room, and he thought he had gone to the women's room because I walked in. So he went, oh, no, I'm in the wrong room. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, man, I'm in the wrong room. And he was like, oh, it scared me. So I freaked him out, but for other reasons.
I've had the opposite happen where I've walked into a women's room and a woman's like washing her hands and she's like, and I was like, oh, and she said, I know.
I know.
I know. Like, yeah,
It's cool.
Yeah, you messed up. Like, oh my God. I know. And then she just looked back down and just kept washing her hands. Like, oh, that's great. All right, closing out. Documented idiocy, because we're gonna have to close this out. This is probably the worst run of jokes I've had
No.
in a long time.
I don't think so.
So I don't know. It's just very sad.
I don't think so.
You know what? Shout out to my homegirl Cheryl. I'm going over to Cheryl's house tonight. We're gonna drink. Like this. That's it. We're gonna drink. And
Cheryl
we're
will
gonna
tell
drink.
you.
Shout out to Cheryl Spence. Oh, she will tell me.
She'll tell you it's all good.
No, she's gonna be like, you're gonna need a double tonight, homie. All right, closing out. Documented idiocy. A pastor covers his hands in dog doo-doo
Ooh.
to make a point, which I don't know what the point was. And I understand this wasn't from the New Testament. It was from the Pooh Testament.
Oh.
Book of Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Yes.
Deuteronomy.
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 And that'll do it for me. There's no Ramon here either, so I can't just like push that. But there was a time when we would push it just when a joke was good.
Instead of having blood on his hands, he had crap on his hands because he was full of it.
He was his hands.
Perhaps.
His hands were full of it. See, I'm glad you did that because I'm glad somebody could just take it down further than we already were. Well, that'll do it for me. That'll do it for the news. A little news segment we like to call
You may have.
Because you may have heard and you may have not. Coming up later, we're going to hit y'all off with the hakamoto hookup where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. But before all of that, we're going to hook your ass up with some of this music. Now, before we move any further, how can they contact us, Amy?
We are now back on YouTube at Bad Waves Radio, and we're on Instagram at Bad Waves Comedy, and we're on Facebook at Bad Waves Remix, and we're here live right now. If you want to call us, hit us up.
The number is
312-985-7834.
Once again, that number, hey,
312-985-7834.
Talk some shiz, Nathaniel, with the bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we're going to break y'all off.
Don't you wanna be Shakespeare's baby? Masters of universes, there will be imagination crowns to wear, I swear. Sunny skies and triple rainbows.
On 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang.
Yeah. Everything real. Everything authentic. When you talk about me, realness. M&L Music Group, you know? Yeah. Shorty flex on me grinding. My money higher than a mountain. I hear you talking, you ain't bout it. I'm a stunner, if I want it, I'ma buy it. Boy, I don't think you wanna try it. Boy, my money's still rising. Shorty, tell me if you riding. Everything around me bling, I be ballin'. Hurricane flow, twist it out, break it down slow. Never letting down, getting money on the go. Moving on up, never had enough. Lifestyle different, got me hopping out of new trucks. Boss life, that's a chain reaction. Gun them down from the trees, that's a soldier tactics. When you playing with the money, ain't nothing funny. Your life's on the line, never play me for a dummy. First 48, gotta kill him with the swag. You ain't tricking if you got it, shorty, throw it in a bag. House on the mountains, swimming in the fountains. Staring at the view, everything look exotic. Shorty flexing, she grinding. She don't live in public housing. If she want it, she gon' buy it. She's on top in my bedroom grinding. Shorty flex on me grinding. My money higher than a mountain. I hear you talking, you ain't bout it. I'm a stunner, if I want it, I'ma buy it. Boy, I don't think you wanna try it. Boy, my money still rising. Shorty, tell me if you riding. Everything around me bling, I be ballin'. Nighttime cruising got me speeding on the highway. Roll if you want, we can live it up my way. Dice game tables, crap games and money stacks. Betting on the odds, so we even gotta win it back. I'm a hustler, I never been a customer. Everything I stand for, I grind for the strugglers. No counterfeit, everything authentic. Brand new whips off the lot, nothing rented. Presidential suites out of town, got the best price. Always think of winning, never living in my past life. Big numbers, been hot the whole summer. I'm just jumping ahead just like a long jumper. Shorty, are you down or not? I know you said you have friends, meet me back at the spot. Hold it down on lock, we ain't gotta play fair. We could do this anytime, any place right here. Shorty flex on me grinding. My money higher than a mountain. I hear you talking, you ain't bout it. I'm a stunner, if I want it, I'ma buy it. Boy, I don't think you wanna try it. Boy, my money still rising. Shorty, tell me if you riding. Everything around me bling, I be ballin'. Yeah, shorty down on me grinding. On me grinding. Getting money, I be grinding. Yeah.
This is Frank Joshua. You are listening to Bad Waves Radio on Q4.org. The bad people at Bad Waves Radio have already taken a copy of my new single Rain, and they have already played it to you before. This time they promise they will not play it before the release on the 30th of July. And this time they say it will be different. This time they say they'll be good. Do we believe them? Anyway, I'm still down here. Still dark. Still on my own. Hello?
Take emptiness in, take all that's left. I take hold of this heart, study its parts. Alone in the dark, only sheltered in parts. And I came by your window tonight, and I can't stop the pouring of the rain. The gut feelings start. I take leave of this sense while I gather my heart. Alone in the dark, only sheltered in parts. And I came by your window tonight, and I can't stop the pouring of the rain. And I came by your window tonight, and I can't stop the rain. Stop the rain. Conscience is lost, and I don't know why.
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang.
That boy bigger than a building, so hands go through the ceiling. Growing on the ledge like penicillin. Each well sorta cure. Now I'm here to record. Don't fight that feeling when I'm feeling the void. This Australia meets Illinois, heard the beat. Now I'm on seek and destroy. Build like the fellas with whom I grew. Standing outside, heroes tagging the avenue. Theodora sneakers took a tag in the groove. Never thought I'd see it with Vadim and the crew. I'm on the P is flashing every time you see him. My homie says don't join them, just beat them unless they air like identical twins. I'm the same description as the brother that wins. Gotta shake my hand, they got no arms to defend. Cause my features like North Korea, but a little darker. Maceo Parker, band leader from the clothes to the features. The root of all evil illusion to the people. Wake up, cause I'm almost done. Gotta make it home before the rise of the sun. Never so dope though, but a lot of polo. You're probably posing in mine in one of your photos, not right. I'm the SK of eBay, fighting for my rights while you probably say your stripes like Cairo. For a little dough, a little bro. Tiger, no stripes. I'm a panther in the night. You hear the bars they recite. Mediocrity, it bites. Sharks, and for that reason I'm out. People stole everything, need to copyright my thoughts. Write your wrongs with your writer so your bars will be tighter. Little reminiscent of the poetry I write. Many souls in mischief, so I paint hope for my village. Like Esther Malingo. This one here for my 63rd crew. So wake up, cause we almost done. Gotta make it home before the rise of the sun.
As cool, calm, and collected about putting his art on the train as he can. You know, he wants to get in and get out without even being noticed, except for the work that's going to come out to the public, you know, that Monday.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Ooh, those sweet sounds of the guy who likes to jump in people's business when it ain't got nothing to do with him, and he does it expeditiously, means that it's time for the hakamoto hookup. But before all of that, Amy, what did we just do?
Ooh, yeah. So we kicked that off with me sleeping on it a little bit. No, not sleeping on it. I was digging it, and I forgot to,
You got it.
I forgot to, tell y'all what, be prepared.
Shakespeare's Baby?
Oh, yes. All right. So we started that off with Shakespeare's Baby. A lot of baby talk today. So that was Woosley Band, Shakespeare's Baby.
A lot of baby talk.
And then you heard Nova Sport with Foreign.
Shout out to Nova Sport.
And then you heard Frank Joshua with Rain, straight out the basement.
Big up to Frank Joshua.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, you heard Pugs Adams and Inkswell featuring Wes Restless with 4 a.m. Burners.
Chicago legend Pugs Adams. When I was a shorty boy, that whole clique, the whole Nacro clique was all over the place, man. It was insane. It was dope. It was dope. Everybody had their crews and their cliques. Whether you was doing, and then it was like graffiti writers, and like MCs and breakers, skateboarders, man. Them damn parties were the truth. And one of my favorite memories is when we're all like we're in a big circle with the tour from Lyricist Lounge came to town, and we're in a big circle, and I got my time to rap, and I actually snapped off. It was really nice to like see everybody be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, and like I think I was like, Jesus, like 19 or something. I was like, oh my God, they liked my raps. Face it is.
Yeah, I like when I'm doing a set and the reactions aren't just laughs, like, oh,
I love that.
Those are the best reactions. Yeah,
that was my favorite. All right, now that we've done that, it's time with the Hakamoto Hookup, where we salute essential workers, giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now these shout-outs and salutes aren't just for pastors who like rubbing poo on their hands to make a point. Who are they for? Everyone!
These shout-outs and salutes aren't just for dudes having little temper tantrums and storming off to their mammies.
Everyone! Word to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. And with today's shout-out, salute, or job hookup is Amy Nico Schwartz. Schwartz.
All right, so I'm going to do a job. And I mean, it's sort of a shout out to grocery store workers. This is a grocery job. This is a Mariano's job. So Mariano's, part of the Kroger company, is hiring a retail clerk in Chicago. This was just posted recently, so you can still go get it. And in Chicago, minimum wage has just gone up to 15. The fight for 15 has been pushed through and in effect. So it's at least 15 an hour. We don't know, maybe more. It doesn't say. And so your job is to assist customers, build attractive displays, stock shelves, and fulfill online orders, prepare gourmet dishes, make artisan sandwiches, and serve local and imported cheeses. Right? Come on.
Yeah, no,
Come on. That sounds like a fun part. Yeah. And you know Mariano's has like legit items. So you get to put together all that, and you get to work with fresh breads and cookies and decorative cakes and personalized coffees and create artistic floral arrangements. And and contribute to other areas. Cut some meats. So they're hiring for, a variety of tasks you could do. So you can find what suits you. And, they also have medical and retirement plans, paid vacation, life insurance, tuition assistance, and scholarships. And flexible schedules, too. So you can work part-time or you can go long-term. Kind of do your thing.
We'll do it live.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
And they have shifts for day, evening, and overnight. So, if you're looking for something flexible, variety, and you want to eat all the fancy cheeses, Mariano's in Chicago hiring. And you can find this job on Google or, actually, I found it on Google Jobs. So that's probably the best place to find it. Or you could probably just go to Mariano's website as well. But, if you're looking for something flex, there you go.
All right, well, that'll do it for the Hakamoto Hookup, where we salute essential workers, giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now, these shout-outs and salutes aren't just for the people who want to cut the cheese. Who are they for? Everyone!
These shout-outs and salutes aren't just for the people that are sick of working their boring job and they're like, I'm going to get real creative and make an artistic display.
These shout-outs and salutes aren't just for people who know how to handle them meats. Who are they for? Word to Gary Oldman. Honorable mention to Wood Harris. When we come back, we're going to go into the ins and outs, relationship advice. We crack open a novel of one of our love lives and realize that the baby loves crop tops. I can't. I'm so sorry.
Crop top.
My homeboy in the crop top. We singing the song in the crop top. Like this dude, I can't stop with the crop top. But before all that, we're gonna hit y'all off with some of this music. Now, if you are looking for us in the world of social media crap, Amy.
Well, I'm first going to recommend you go to YouTube and you bookmark us and you subscribe and let your friends know. Because you can watch it live or you can watch it anytime. If you're like, oh man, I'm busy wandering around, working, I can't watch it whenever you want on YouTube or live. You don't know what's going to happen.
That's right.
And then, on Instagram, you can follow us. Sometimes we'll post photos for some of the news stories that are hilarious. So that's Bad Waves Comedy. And then on Facebook, you can find us at Bad Waves Remix. We're always posting those playlists. So you can find our artists and listen to them some more. And you can also give us a call if you'd like to chat.
And where's that at?
312-985-7834.
Once again, that number is
312-985-7834.
Talk some shiz, Nathaniel, with the Bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we are going to get the blicky out.
Now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, it's more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, more than just a scream for help. We've been through the worst and it felt like it crushed, but now that the fear is no longer, I hope we'll grow stronger till my days end. I'll be your best friend. It's now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, it's more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, more than just a scream for help. I know you stay by my side, I can see it in your eyes. Our love is so strong, I wonder what went wrong. Now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, it's more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, more than just a dream, more than just a heartbeat, more than just a sad lullaby. No, it's not time to say goodbye. It's now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, it's more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember the guy I fell in love with, more than just a scream for help.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Sons of Yusuf from Kuwait City, and you are listening to Bad Waves Radio with Amy, Warren, Leia, and Ramon on Q4radio.org.
Isolfun jina makula ana wiyachi. Kalemba sana wiyachi. Let's take a seat right now. I love you more than Penelope right now. Hey, get on a cruise right now. Let's book a flight and go to Beirut right now. خلت هني right now كل شي قام يذكرني فيك right now hey. I might see you right now I might throw your ass in the back seat right now hey. يسولفون أنا شكو هذا شكو خالة شكو ماك شغل كله منو ولا منو كله بالطقات كله كومنتات كله سناب شات كله لايكات كله بوتات يا حامض ولا حلو البيض ولا السمر الحضر ولا البدو لا يفرقونا يا أخي we are universal شكو فيني يا أخي we're just human beings 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 شكو فيني يا أخي we just human beings we in this earth together I'm just from the east يا أخي in America you can catch me on the west side بكاليفورنيا تشوفني قاعد on the beach هذا عسل وايد حلو في سوالف تصير مالي شغل أبيش بس understand me هذا special my hair rap like the Irish chic هذا شكو you know my rhythm I flow صباح ومساء we go together like Feiruz and Lebanese kicking it like Ronaldinho in the studio making vinto eating seafood knowing some people don't get to see food get to my closet donate these shoes maybe empty my pocket so I can sleep good حياك الله dinner's on me too and it gets hotter than the Sahara قولي لي شنو البلان I believe in you
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang.
My Godfather, I just wanna be with you all the time. When I'm weary, you just come and comfort me all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. Do I really need to hang and be with you all the time? In my heartbreak, you are there to comfort me all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. Abba, Father, you just take the pain away all the time. In my dark place, you give me a brighter day all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. Oh, I really need to stay with you all the time. Since you've been there, I no longer feel the same all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. You make me want you, make me want you. I just wanna be with you all the time. You make me want you, make me want you, make me want you more. You make me want you, make me want you, make me want you more. You make me want you,
Bastards all day. Bad waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
La música de Harry Fraud.
If you ain't up on things, it's mobbing in the slang and beloved's the gang. And before anything happens, I gotta tell y'all what you just heard. We kicked off things with Laura Minna, the guy I fell in love with. Shout out to Laura Minna, all the way out from Denmark. We need some more wave from you, sister, if you can hook us up. Then we rolled into Sons of Yusef with Layla. Shout out to Sons of Yusef, all the way from Kuwait City, showing us love. God bless you for showing love in these streets. And then we closed out with Donna Seg. See, she's brand new to the playlist. Hold on. Donna Segna? Segni? Sagna.
Cool.
Yeah, Donna Sagna with All the Time.
Sagna,
That was real hard. That was hard. But all the time. Yeah, that's going to be, that's in rotation. That's in rotation. She actually sent some other stuff, too. She was at the Ramon and Leia show.
Oh, Brain on Beer?
Yes. She's at the Ramon and Leia
Nice.
show. And so then they talked to her, and they was like, yo, send us wave.
Ah.
Yeah, so she loaded up the vault with a few of your digs. So we're gonna break y'all off proper, like Twix. All right, now this is the ins and outs relationship advice. We crack on the novel of one of our love lives and realize you can make me want you all the time. All right, we were gonna do one of my classic Mr. Warvis bits where I tell one of my stories and we figure out what's the right thing to do and what's the wrong thing to do, and why not to do these things. But Sean has sent a question.
Okay.
And I don't have my glasses on because I broke them. Can you go
come around and read it?
No, can you go into the YouTube thing and look at the chat and see what he's got?
See what Sean's got in the YouTube.
I don't want to lean in and read because I know how bad that'll look.
Yeah, because you guys know you can ask the questions in the chat
Yeah.
on YouTube at any time. So I'm pulling it up now.
All right.
Let's see if I can read it because my phone's a lot smaller.
Let's see what Sean's got. Sean, I'm sure it's something poignant and intelligent.
Okay. Why is it okay for a woman to openly hate a man, but almost a death service? I can't tell what that says. If men do the same. Death sentence.
Okay.
If men do the same. I'm reading it real small on my phone.
Okay. Well, I mean, now I know you can answer this, and I'm gonna definitely let you get a little taste of it. But I wanna first say, and Sean, I know you're watching. I'm hoping you're watching. I mean, you got to get a little closer to romance with this. Like, yeah,
I don't know what this has to do with romance
like
exactly.
Some of your questions are are worded so misogynistic and like men and women or whatever. But you always find a way to twist it into relationships. What is a relationship thing?
How is that relationship related?
Or
Ramon just sent a question too, just to give you a heads up. So we got another one. But we'll do Sean's.
We'll definitely do Sean's. I don't know, just try to like finesse it into some form of romance is all I'm saying. Now we're not gonna deny you, Sean. We're not gonna deny you.
We'll still do it.
Yeah, we're gonna handle you. We're gonna do what you need. We're gonna handle you, pause. But so I just wanted to put that as a disclaimer. If you have a question that sounds weird, like that one woman sent the question that was like, why do black men like white women? That's a question we could have shot down and played, but we answered it. So Sean, much like that crazy ass question she sent, we're gonna answer this. Go ahead, break it off.
All right. Well, I'll say this. You're saying it's a death sentence for a man to hate a woman, but I think you mean metaphorically a death sentence, right? Like you could get canceled or something.
Right.
But for a woman to just slightly not like a man, it can be literally a death sentence, not metaphorically. There's been people who've been catcalled on the street and they're like, get away from me, and dude attacks them. So it's just a little interesting, the choice of language, because now I'm understanding you probably mean it metaphorically. But for women, it's literally can risk your life. And so that's why it's a little different. That's why if a woman hates on a man, it's like, all right, maybe she's, you shouldn't hate on like men, but some women have been through some stuff, right? And so some of them are going to be a little salty, right? Because you might not agree with this, Sean. You might think women have it easier than men, but it's not the case. If you look at history, if you look at life, if you look at pay rates. So it's kind of like, basically, you know, it's like I'm trying to think of an example. It's more acceptable. More acceptable. It's more accepted for a woman to hate on a man because a man has the political power. A man has more advantages. So people understand where they're coming from if they're hating a little bit. They give them a little bit more leeway. But if a man hates on a woman, it's like a man already has more power in society, already has all these advantages. So people are like, hey, not cool, what are you doing? And women have been held back by stereotypes and things that come out of hatred for a long time. So people are sensitive. They don't want to hear hatred spread because this has been a thing that's been a problem for a long time. So that's kind of why I don't think people accept it, but there's some leeway with women, you know, talking smack because it's just historically people are kind of taking it all in, kind of, you know, giving that, you know, benefit of the doubt a little bit more. So that's why I think.
All right, actually, that was pretty good.
Pretty much what you
that was pretty good.
think. I don't know if you had another add to it.
It was a little bit similar, actually. Shout out to Ash Wednesday. She said Sean doesn't like your clear answer because he threw another question.
I figured he had a follow up because I saw you reading and
he has what he called a better one. I mean, just to put a little extra sauce on it, or a different spin, if you will. The assumption is, and now this is a stereotype and a stigma that's that people do subconsciously. The assumption is that men can just take it. Take it. This ain't nothing for you. You're a man. You're a big, strong man. Ain't nobody thinking about your feelings. Oh, you gonna cry now, big dog?
Yeah.
Eat your food, big dog. I feel like that's one of the things where it's like, okay, you need to, you know, you can take it. You a dude, right?
Yeah, I kind of think like, yeah, if you don't agree, like you're like, maybe I shouldn't have to take it. Maybe I have feelings too. Then maybe you shouldn't agree with what the patriarchy's doing. Like, not just, you know, saying what women should feel like, but maybe men have the right to have feelings too. Maybe you should be allowed to express your feelings. So I kind of think, you know, taking a look at these things and being like, hey, maybe we don't need to be doing that. It benefits men and women, honestly. So, you know, I'm all about too, like, feminism can help men a lot because it's messed up. Men aren't allowed to express their feelings, you know, like, it doesn't make any sense. You know, they don't live as long as women. Women live way longer. Bottling all that stuff. That takes years off your life, you know? So thinking about things maybe a little less traditional, I think, helps everybody.
I like that response. Now Sean said with a follow-up, well, which has nothing to do with his other thing, but he says,
okay,
what percentage do we think modern women is marriage material? And I think I read that probably. I see
modern
right notes.
women.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta make sure I'm getting it right. I mean, that would just be speculation because I'm not a social researcher. Although I do have a degree in sociology. I have done research, but I'm currently not doing any. I used to work for the census too. Also, you know, I don't want to be one of those people who's like, well, what do you mean? But what do you define as marriage material? I don't know. You know, everybody's got a different spin on that, especially if you're saying modern. You know, there's some men and women who are poly and they'll get married and they'll still have their side pieces, you know, the crispy fries on the side, not the soggy ones maybe. Or there's people and they want to be monogamous and be married, or there's people they don't want to be married. So there's, you know, it kind of depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for like a monogamous traditional, well, somebody else might want a poly open. And so your definition of marriage material might be different than somebody else. So I don't know. It kind of depends. I don't want to be like, I don't have an answer, but I don't have any research. And then what you define as marriage material could be anything. So, but I think, you know, you got to go with who respects you and treats you good and who matches what you want. And they match what, you know, you both match with what you want out of the relationship. So I guess you're just going to have to do some research, Sean. I don't know. Hopefully, you know, it's a good number.
Let me help you out with
this. Oh, there you go. You got a better idea than me.
Let me help you on out here. I'm going to go with marriage material, percentage of modern women. Marriage material. And we're talking about not just being married to a man or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just being married in general.
Yeah.
We're going to go 42%.
Oh,
42%.
okay.
Now, there's a
Are
reason.
you counting married or are you counting unmarried?
No, I'm counting the 42% are
Single.
ready. These are the people who can be married.
Okay,
These
so
are the
they're
modern
single.
women. Yes, they're
Okay.
single right now. And these are the modern women who can be married. Now, let me tell you
42%.
why.
That's a pretty exact number.
Yeah, thank you. 42%. That's right.
I like it. All right.
Thank you. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, check this out, mommy.
Okay.
Because everybody is tainting everybody. The women who are not marriage material have probably already been tainted love. So we're talking about 68% have already been tainted.
They've been wrong. They've
They've
been burned.
already been wronged. They either been wronged or their ideologies have changed from the way that you think a person who need to be married thinks. You know what I mean? Like there's the get the bag mentality. There's the dudes ain't nothing or I'm just gonna smash her and bang out, or you know what I'm saying? Let me get what I can get from whoever I can get it from. Or hey, when we get married, you take care of me. Or hey, when we get married, I run the house. Ain't no partnership. You know what I mean? So it's like you have all these different things.
Right.
From like sexuality to lifestyle in general that had messed up people's heads. But there's definitely probably a 42 percentile of people out there who's just like, I have the mindset to either have kids, adopt, or get that dog, or share that, you know what I mean?
Partnership,
Share that
yeah.
partnership, do whatever it is. So I'm gonna say, because, and the only reason why I have that statistic and that figure in my head is because as a man, I know how very little percentage of us are ready to be married.
Oh.
And it's a similar reason why.
Right?
Wow, where's my LeBron James?
Yeah,
Tyler?
right? People have been hurt, and so they're putting up more shields. Right?
Yeah.
And then I also think that, I mean, I don't know if there's any studies on this, but like with technology, I think there's a more chance you can meet somebody because you can go on the internet and you can be like, I want this, I want that, I want that. And someone else is like, I agree, I want this, I want this, I want that. But then the flip side, the other side is someone could be like, well, I just this guy seems alright, but I could do better. I'm gonna go online and find somebody else. I'm gonna and they don't.
I didn't even bring that up. Go ahead.
They don't appreciate the person in front of them because they're always thinking like, oh, there's another person out there, another person. But on the other side, you know, technology can be good. I think it's good and bad because you're easy to meet people maybe you couldn't meet before. You know, someone who like you're very specific. You want something maybe a little different, and you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna find somebody that wants this thing that I want. And then someone else is like, oh, I want this thing. And then you can find each other. Whereas before, you're not going to just meet each other in the street, you know?
You
could, but
again,
it might be harder.
I used to be the god of the open field
like,
tackle. So
if you're like a queer kid in like rural South, you know, it'd be like dangerous to go out looking to meet somebody, you know? But you can get on the internet safely inside, not give out your address, find somebody. I mean, you still gotta be careful,
of course,
but you're not out there in the street looking for love where you get your ass beat, you know, like so there's pluses, but then some people think, oh well, I could just move on to the next. I can find something better, you know, even though they got something good right there.
Now hold on, we have a caller. Caller, I don't know how loud your television is or whatever that is behind you. Can you turn that down just a little taste?
Maybe bad connection.
Oh wait, it sounded like I heard you talking.
Oh.
Man, what? Caller, who do we have on the line?
You already know who it is.
Oh dear.
Sean Tail.
Ashante. Now Sean, let's keep our craziness to a minimum. I saw something get typed. That's kind of wild.
Oh, I didn't even look in the chat.
Yeah. So what's going on with you, Sean?
How you doing?
Quick interruption of Amy trying to explain, talking about the get online and people are not happy with what they get, so they immediately are trying to look for the next thing. That's women's mentality. That is not men. Men are usually happy when they get to match with anyone. And
I think it's both, Sean.
The dating market is currently ran.
Have you dated any men, Sean? Have you had any experience with men being happy with dating you? Have you had this experience?
I am a man, and I know how it works. And I have all men friends who are dating online.
Well, I gotta disagree.
Once they get a match, they're usually happy with it.
Well, I've dated men online
on the other hand, are never stopping.
Well, hold on, wait. Now,
Of course.
not to pick or choose or anything, because there was something
Right.
that Amy said that I thought was interesting was the technology aspect, and you're bringing up the technology aspect, which I think is pretty interesting. So you think that men, after they match, they don't continue swiping?
Oh, I'm saying that men are usually happy when they're able to get one.
But do they continue
When
swiping?
you get a match.
But do they continue swiping is the thing.
Not on the level that women see. Men, okay, so let's say that the men do continue swiping. It doesn't matter because men can't match as much as women. So men should always continue, even if they get a girlfriend. They should continue and swiping.
Oh my God! Wait.
But that's just saying that you aren't happy because you're looking for another girlfriend when you already have one.
Wait, and also
I'm not currently in a relationship. What are you
But I'm
talking
saying
about?
if you're saying men should continue swiping even if they have a girlfriend, then that means they're not happy with they have, the girlfriend they have. They're swiping to look for something better.
I said they should. They usually don't, but they should.
I've not had that experience. I've dated men online and they have been like, nah, I'm going to move on to the next. I can do better.
First of all, you're a man hater, so don't act like that applies to you.
All my male friends would beg to differ.
That does not apply to your lesbian loving self.
I'm not a lesbian, Sean, so there is also where you're mistaken. I'm bi. So I think maybe you need to go back and learn a couple things about sexuality and people,
There's
maybe.
nothing I need to learn about with my statement.
So you're denying.
Bruised fruit when I see it.
Wait. Are you
I'm looking at bruised fruit on my TV screen right now.
Bruised fruit even mean?
I don't even know what that is.
And also, wait, are you doing the move along? Like, wait, you said you don't need to wait. First of all,
Man hater too. I've never been called a man hater. That's a first. So that's interesting. I work with so many men.
It's straight misogyny.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back.
I'm sorry, Miss Andrew. Miss Andrew.
I was gonna say misogyny. That would.
Wait,
it's kind of.
Let's go backwards.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Because I'd like to really put a little pin in something. Not a pin, but like a nail in its coffin. You don't. So I know it's different. I guess you say that it's different, the level of swipes, because of the way women can match. So women can match more than men can match. Definitely. But you don't think that
women control the dating world is what I'm saying.
That's very true. But you don't think that the access, having that level of access to swipe at whenever to swipe at, you don't think that affects us all? I'm not saying equally. I'm just saying it affects us. You don't think it affects everybody?
It doesn't.
You don't think it affects everybody?
Because only 20% of men are having sex with all of the women out here.
Where do you get that number
from?
So
that means that 80% of men are not getting laid, and therefore that's why all things like crime and all of these things are up, because all of the women, and even though women are trying to act like they're all different, all of the women are going for the same guy, so that makes all of y'all the same.
Wait, you say crime is up because men aren't getting laid?
Because only 20% of men are getting laid.
That's why sexual crime is up.
Oh, wow. Sean, you're crossing a level now where, like, I wouldn't go in that water because that's not going to be good for you. I don't even want to debate it because that's really going to be rough for you to support rape on air.
Wait, this is a comedy broadcast.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Like if you saying that dudes are just like so angry, they're like, "Rah, I'm gonna tear this TV down because I ain't got no coochie," or they're like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna sling some drugs.
No, that's what you guys are saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's why things like.
I see where you're going, and don't go. Don't do it. I see where you're stepping.
We're trying to help you out.
Don't do that. I see what
it's not helping me. All I'm saying, this is why things like that exist.
So you're saying because women don't have sex with certain men, that's why they rape. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, don't say that, Sean. Don't. It's a trap.
Don't
fall for that.
Amy just said that.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm asking what you mean by that. I gave you an out. You doubled down, so I'm asking what you mean.
Men aren't getting laid.
So what kind of crimes, Rob?
Crimes exist.
That's not, Sean. This is why you need to read some books, man. I'm being genuine with you here. Like you definitely need to read some books, man.
What is that? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that 80% of men are getting laid? What percentage?
I'm
of men
telling
do
you that
think
rape
are
is about
actually sexually
power.
active?
It's not about not getting laid. Many rapists have girlfriends and wives, and men can. You're also trying to put men in a poor light, saying that if a man can't have sex, he's gonna have to go out and rape.
All rapists are men?
This is what you're talking about, is it not? This is the topic we're on. You're saying that because men aren't getting laid, they're going out and sexually assaulting women. So basically, you're making a comment against men. You're saying men can't control themselves.
I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. This is why sex crime is high, because 80% of men don't get laid. But I'm not saying.
And that's why I'm telling you, you need to read a
men.
book about history, about power, about rape, about sexuality. You need to read about these materials if you want to make statements.
You need to read. I'm very familiar with what's happening in the world.
What have you read, Sean? What books
would
would you recommend for us to check out on the other side? I read all different stuff, man. I'm a Libra, so I look at things from 50 different angles, and I will read every side.
You just try to go to astrology.
Sean,
Yeah.
What does a Libra got to do with anything?
Well, Libras are known for being analytical, and that happens to fit me. I don't think all astrology fits everyone, but that part of being a Libra fits me. I'm very analytical. I like to read multiple sides of arguments.
What percentage of men do you think are getting sexual activity?
Wait.
I would have to look at some research. I'm not researching that right now.
Unfortunately, we are running out of
I asked you, what do you think?
Sean,
I didn't ask you, what do you know? I said, what do you think?
Sean, we're running out of time, and it's
we've gotten multiple questions.
We
didn't get to Ramon's
We
either.
didn't get to that question. We got to get out of here and move to the next segment because we got to be on time today. In the future, what I think you should consider, and this has nothing to do with any of the questions or anything. This is a comedy broadcast. We're cracking jokes, my G.
Now, remember, when you go back and watch this on the replay, who brought up the grape word first?
You.
All I said
You
was,
said
this is why
sexual crimes men are committing.
And then she started saying the grape word.
So what sexual crimes are you referring to? If not, then child, what? That's still rape too.
Human trafficking is amongst many other things.
Okay, that's related to rape as well. Human trafficking involves rape, Sean.
Why are you gonna go back?
Again, it's comedy, so we don't need to go into.
It's not just clear-cut rape.
What are you talking about then? What's a sexual crime that's not rape?
There's plenty. What do you mean?
Name one.
Assault. I just said one.
What, sexual assault? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and harassment.
Okay. So those are crimes that are related to rape, right? Because
that are not considered rape.
Right, but they're related because it's the lower level of rape. You're grabbing someone without their permission. If you're sexually assaulting someone, it's not rape. You are touching them without their permission. It is a lighter form of rape. But this is a comedy broadcast, as Warren mentioned, so I tried to bring the room down.
No, it's fine. It's just, Sean, I'm going to talk to you in a second. But
we tried to give it out, man. It's,
We could have just stuck with, the funny part of how it was funny. All right, Sean, thank you for calling in. And hopefully you are going to be doing well today.
Yes.
All the best.
Water.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I kind of figured he was going to be fired up.
Wow,
calling me a lesbian man-hater.
I don't know. It's just, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a comedy broadcast.
Yeah.
We are here to crack jokes. As I've told my students in improv class, especially the children's students, there's far too much negativity in the world. Let's attempt to build on each other's ideas and build together in a positive light. With that being said, I need to be cheered up, and there's only one way that I can do that. Come on, boy. I say yeah. Bonnie, you make me feel a homie, Bonnie. My homie, Bonnie. Said I feel alright. Oh, okay. Ooh, cleanse my palate.
Upbeat
Cleanse
tunes.
my damn palate. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we are going to bump one more joint before going into Ayo What Man. Now, there's our segment that some call Trash Talk, but the streets know it as prophecy. The number to call in, which I don't think we have that much time to call in.
No, I don't think so. We didn't even do Ramon's question. Next week we'll do Ramon's question.
Next week we'll do Ramon's question. Yes, but still find us online. Where is that at?
At Bad Waves Radio on YouTube and on Instagram at Bad Waves Comedy and on Facebook at Bad Waves Remix and Q4.org. And if we had more time, you could call us.
Once again, with Sonia Kilo, y'all, we are going to break y'all off.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved Gang, baby.
Pop, pop. We dropping bodies in the stick up, you punk ass. It is time for us to stick you up with Ayo What Man. Now that is our segment where we see something in the news or street corners and make do a double take like a black man in the 80s, seeing martial arts happen in the movie for the first time and they make them say,
Ayo What Man?
Man, don't you realize that we are doing comedy? Damn! Damn! Leia's not here to do crazy stories. Somebody else gonna pick up the mantle. All right, Ayo What Man, as per usual, is presented by Amy Nico Schwartz. Schwartz.
All right, so I'm going to keep this Ayo What Man short and sweet since we're over. As we mentioned with the Hakaman hookup, minimum wage is going on up. So this one goes out to all the corporations, all of the non-for-profit industrial complex organizations who want you to play but don't want to pay. That's right. There's a movement. It's coming. Because people, some people are saying people don't want to work, but people want to work, but they want to be paid what they're valued. They want to be having a fair share. So what I'm saying is you get what you pay for. If you don't want to pay your employees, they'll get to stepping. And I guess that was less of an what man, more of a warning. But hey, companies, maybe look out for yourselves. Maybe don't be stupid. Maybe don't end up with no employees and lose a couple mil because you wanted to save a couple thousand. So people are out. People are done. The movement's happening. So you better dish out that money or move on out the game, because you'll be shut down.
Well, that'll do it for Ayo What Man. That is our segment. Whether we see something in the news or a street corner, makes us do a double take like a black man in the 80s seeing martial arts happening in the movie for the first time to make them say,
Ayo What Man?
What man? Did you know if you don't pay somebody that your ass ain't gonna have somebody? All right, we are running on time, kind of.
Yeah,
but
close.
But we got another we got another song. We ran over with some otherness.
Otherness.
Yeah,
Good way to describe it.
Thank you. But we play Ash Wednesday every week.
Yes.
And the song that got us started with this Ash Wednesday love was this song right here. We always go, Ash, you got mad songs. I'm telling you, we won't play all. We always play your joints. But this right here, oh man, I never forget the sum of this mother.
Yes.
Cuss word wouldn't stop playing.
I played this song when I moved in my new place in Edgewater.
Oh, that's perfect because you are.
That's
right
the
on
first
lake.
song I jammed. Yep.
Lakeside Views, y'all, from Ash Wednesday featuring Nosferatu. Of course, we're going to hit y'all off with a little tasty taste because Ash going to try to get out of here on time today. But check out the Ash flow though. Watch the show.
I just wanna be it. I don't need a reason. Call me on myself. Tell me it's my season. Franchise tag on me. I'm a centerpiece. Team on with me. We hard to beat. We go A to B with no problem. Easy. No look past. All of them have been solved for. Answers, numbers, math. When you play against me, we would never rag. Not because I shark you. You just don't expect. I'm halfway down on the blacklist. Like don't let Ash in the back. She look good when she flash. She look polite when she bad. Like if you let her back, she'll just hotbox it and set up a shot back there. Don't want to be there without you.
Everybody sing.
Lakeside views for my whole crew.
Lakeside views for my crew.
Lakeside views for my whole crew. Lakeside views. Lakeside views for my whole crew. Lakeside views for my crew. Lakeside views for my whole crew. Lakeside views.
Damn, boy, I'm sorry.
Right? Classic.
I'm sorry, boy. Y'all are not seeing that in these streets. Y'all are not seeing Lakeside Views in these streets. Somebody, y'all need to, man, I'm not going to talk too much. I don't talk too crazy. We play a lot of great artists, and a lot of awesome songs, but, oh, damn, I put the wrong song here.
Oh, for the next one?
No, for the outro. The our music. It's fine. But, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for our broadcast. So let's go around the room for these final thoughts and outro.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fill in a little bit for Leia and Ramon. They've got this Saturday, Brain on Beer comedy, and you know what? I decided I'm gonna peel up. I'm gonna do 2 sets. I'm gonna do a set sober and a set after drinking the beer. So it's at 8:00 this Saturday, and everyone does 2 sets like this. And it's 8:00. You can buy tickets ahead. And you can bring your own food, they said on Instagram. So it's bring your own food, and then they have great craft beer there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be on the rooftop unless the weather's bad. So if you're worried about the Delta, you're not trying to mess around, come out. If the weather's good, which I think it's supposed to be, you can see a show on the outdoors, but still drink and have a good time.
I believe it's on a patio.
Yeah, patio. Right. Actually, on their Instagram, there's like photos. You can like see the space. It looks pretty cool.
Now, do you have a final thought?
Ooh, a final thought is, be kind to one another and, look for the good, appreciate what you have because you don't know when it could be gone. So cherish those good times and those things you got and treat them well. And treat yourself a little well too.
Hey, I like that one because every time I think to myself, oh man, this sucks, that sucks, it gets worse.
It could get worse. You're like, it can't get any worse. Oh, it's gotten worse.
It gets a lot
and
worse.
it's okay to grieve the bad, but you gotta also remember the good at the same time, I think.
Yeah.
You don't have to deny the sorrow. You can feel your emotions, but you can also remember to feel gratitude.
Yeah. And I promise, if you are a listening universe, I've made this promise before. I will appreciate, because there was something that happened recently to me, and before it happened, I was like, oh man, something in the thing, and then something completely crazy happened that I was not prepared for and didn't know anything about, and I was like, wow, that's way worse.
Right. Yep.
Now how you feel? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you crying? I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
All right. Buy my book, phoenixtown.com. Bound by Loyalty is what it's called. Also, shout out to Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything to her because I seen her in the chat rapping. Shout out to Stephen Woosley. God, I love Stephen. That's a pretty funny comment you put up there, sir. And of course, Dina's in the chat as well. What up, Dina? I mean, other people. I'm not gonna shout out everybody in the damn chat, but shout out to all y'all. With that being said, my final thought is, and this is a personal one because it kind of connects to what I said when something crazy happened to me. There's a thing that I have to remember, and maybe it can help you. It's something that I've been consistently telling myself. I kept hearing it over and over in the gym, and I need to make sure to know it to be true because I've seen this happen. No evil done against us shall prosper. You have been listening to Bastards All Day, Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. The final song today is not only dedicated to the person, it's dedicated to a special person, and that's the person who made the song. It's Megan Palmer. I hope you get well, sister, soon. Shout out to Megan Palmer. This is Megan Palmer with Portland, and she is the one to break you off.
She tried it another day at home in her apartment with you, breathing your disease. There is something about Portland makes your heart hurt a little more. Now you're strung out on the floor once again. Last September was so cold, unfriendly green and blue, and all that I could do is be with you. And I lost all the cash I had. I slept at night holding your hand, and the morning came before it was time. Then you smashed all you had of mine, cut your finger on a rusty dime, then we played sweet melodies of joy, sweet melodies of joy. There is something about Portland makes your heart hurt a little more, makes you do a little more than you ever did before, than you ever did before. And oh my mind's so relieved. She finally knows where you're gonna be, like a